Hi everyone, it's Skull, and now that Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon have been officially unveiled, it is time to dig into the unveiling trailer and see if we can figure out exactly everything there is to know about Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. First off, a lot of people have noted that the announcer has said that all of the Pokemon games come together in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and they take that to mean that every single region will be playable in Pokemon Sun and Moon. However, I personally disagree with this. Usually when marketing says it all comes together, they mean that this is a brand new chapter that takes everything we've seen before and brings it to the next level, in this case being a brand new generation. Now, could all the previous regions be in this game? Absolutely. I'm not denying it as a possibility, I just personally don't think that that's what the announcer meant when he said this. So what we know for sure about Pokemon Sun and Moon? Well, we know their names, we know that they're compatible with Pokemon Bank, and we are 99% sure that they'll be 3DS and 2DS games, so they'll be playable on the 3DS family of video game systems. We know that it releases this holiday, just like Legend of Zelda was supposed to release last holiday. Let's just hope Nintendo can actually keep this release date going, because I do not want to wait another year for Pokemon games. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer and see what all we can find. First off, we find new concept art for the most famous Pokemon of them all, Pikachu. This Pikachu actually looks a little bit different than the one we saw in Generation 6. It looks more in line with the promotional Pikachu art that we've been seeing in merchandise for about the past 2 years. i.e. a bit chubbier on the face, a bit slender body. It looks like they're just trying to make Pikachu even more athletic than it used to be. Rest in peace, Fat Pikachu. Next, we have a whole lot of new concept art for what looks to be the Pokemon Center and Pokemart. It's very hard to see any of it, but it basically looks like the Pokemon Center being updated from Generation 6, as one would normally expect. It also looks like there might be a new battle system down there on the bottom right, but we'll just have to see exactly what that is. That's just my personal guess. The most interesting thing to me is this picture in the middle that the person is pointing to. It looks identical to the time capsule, which was a time machine in Generation 2 that allowed for you to interact with Generation 1. Now, whether that's what it actually is or not, I don't know, but it does heavily remind me of that. This appears to be a picture of the new Pokédex, and it looks like these pictures could be of a mobile Pokemon Center. That would be awesome, being able to heal your Pokemon on the go. This looks like a still picture, mainly because it's being shown in the Windows Photos app, but we do see it looks like a new playable character in the middle of a square. We see the Horsea fountain on the left, what looks to be a Pokemon contest hall behind them, or something similar. On the contest hall, I see a Wailord, a Starmie, a Chansey, another Horsea on the right there, and I'm not exactly sure what that Pokemon is, second from the right to Horsea, but it's probably one that we already know of, and I'm just very bad at identifying it. In any case, this looks absolutely beautiful. Here's a closer image of the new playable character interacting with a lady on the side of the road with a suitcase. Now, whether this is concept art or actual art from the games themselves, I'm not sure. Based off the cel-shaded look of it, I would at first say that it's concept art, but we've seen cel-shaded games in the past, namely from the Legend of Zelda series, so it's completely possible that this is the look of what the Generation 7 games will look like. We also see some other concept art here that looks like it's a truck in the middle of a square, which doesn't look like anything like Pokemon to me, but who knows what it really is. It's kind of hard to see with those other concept arts though, but I'm sure other people will identify them soon enough. It looks like this is a look at a brand new bird Pokemon. It is using a 3D wire frame, so it will be 3D animated just like they were in X and Y, but we'll have to see how aesthetically they look different. Here's the same bird Pokemon with the preliminary coloring scheme added. And that's pretty much all we know so far. We have not seen the starter Pokemon, we have not seen the legendary Pokemon of these games, so at this point we have everything to look forward to, and I like it that way. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Is there anything you thought I missed? And be sure to leave your discussion in the comments. I welcome anything you guys have to say. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll keep you guys up to date as more news for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon is released throughout the rest of this year.